basically for the rest of the year, what we're going to be doing is we're going to take this unit test tomorrow. Then we'll be done with A Doll's House. We're not going to do an essay or anything like that. Then for the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be closing with Their Eyes Were Watching God. Okay, so I mentioned hopefully us having time to do that. We're certainly going to do that. It'll be a pretty intensive unit, but I think it's important for you guys to have it before your senior year. So we'll do that. You'll have an essay with Their Eyes Were Watching God. And then your final is always in my class a Socratic discussion. So again, it'll probably encompass all of the Southern Gothic, the works in translation. It'll be asking you to take something local and compare it to something global, right? Which is what we've been working on all year. So that's kind of the trajectory of this last unit and wrapping things up. But again, Their Eyes Are Watching God, y'all, is it requires you to actually read. And B, really give it your all in class because it's really exhausting to kind of get through. So you guys are going to have to make sure you're remaining focused. Again, I think it's the most intensive novel that we do. Yep, it's my favorite. So you guys should have gotten it in American literature, but you didn't. And then I was going to add it to your IB curriculum, but now that IB is no more, you won't get it in AP. So I want to make sure that you have it. You would probably get it in AP Lit, but since y'all are only going to get AP Lang, you won't cover it. So I'm going to make sure we kind of cover it this year.
The boring one or the fun one?
The boring one, I hate to say that. It's because it's the way it's gonna work, because it wouldn't make sense. I'm only going to one training this summer and learning one curriculum. And so it makes sense for it to be the starting junior curriculum instead of me having to learn both curriculums. So that way the juniors, you'll be mixed in with juniors in your classes next year. I'll be teaching you guys at the same time, the same class. So then, no, the rising juniors. Yeah. So the 10th graders. And so that way, when they're seniors, then I'll learn the next curriculum and they'll have the full AP package. But you guys got half of IB and then you're getting the other half of AP. You kind of get the short end of the stick there, but at least you get some college credit for that AP course. So, okay, great. All right, so let's get into the study guide that was posted. It was over a week ago, posted on Google Class. Let's see if I can find it here. I handed it out. I wasn't here. The sub should have handed it out and it would have been posted, I assume. That I posted it. Let me go and check. Okay, yeah. So it's the Doll's House study guide. Okay. So for these themes, you're going to be doing an activity today that really breaks down all of these themes so you feel confident for the test tomorrow. Okay. So I've listed exactly what you need to know. It's a short answer test. So I'll pull up the test here so I can kind of remind myself what you need to prepare for. Okay, I have the study guide, but where's the test? What? Oh, I remember. I had to make it a Google Doc last year, or a Google form last year because we were online. Let me go to that. Julia, can you see my screen or not?
No, man, I can't see it.
You can or you can't? Sorry.
I can't.
Can't.
Can't. Sorry.
This could go on for a while. Oh God.
Julia, how was your spring break?
It was okay. I stayed home.
She went to Chick-fil-A.
With you?
Yeah, no, she's talking
What?
about it. I hung out with Shalana. They're like close.
And I wasn't invited. I'm like her best friend.
I met her last year.
Okay.
Oh, she loves me
Okay. All right, guys. So it looks like there are 10 questions. They're all short answer. Okay. You'll probably take this online because that'll be easy for me to do. You'll just probably type your answers and take it in class tomorrow. Okay. Yep, the test. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's 10 short answer questions. Okay, so what you're gonna need to know for the actual test is I would start with by reviewing your Ibsen WebQuest. I can return those to y'all if you don't have access to them. I need to give y'all a grade. I don't think I put that in the grade book. I'll do that before I return them to y'all. So again, you're gonna need to know where he's from, what his name is, the author of our text, right? Those are all important things, okay? You're gonna wanna review all of your response and analysis questions. We went over those in class, okay? You're gonna wanna review your journal prompts. And then you're gonna want to think about foil characters in the play. So again, let's remind ourselves of what a foil character.
Nora and Chanticleer.
What are you saying?
What's the other girl's name?
What are you saying?
I have no idea what you're
What's
saying.
the
Nora and the girl, what's her name?
Chantel.
Miss Lind.
Miss Lynn, Christine. Okay.
Christine.
So again, guys, I'm just looking at the test right now. You'll need to know, y'all, for the web quest, I asked you certain things, right? I talked about the Victorian period and what did that time period mean for women. I asked you what two literary elements does Ibsen excel in? What were those two elements? Do y'all remember? We talked about them.
It was like
Toxic
dramatic
masculinity.
irony
Dramatic irony.
and. Okay. Oh, description.
Yeah, descriptions. It's realistic, like being realistic fiction, right? Okay. Oh, I ask you the original language that the book was written in. That was on the WebQuest too, which would probably be where he's from, right? Okay, now we're on to that foil characterization I was telling you about. I ask you to define foil characterization and then tell me about two foil characters. Okay, this is a big one too that you're gonna have to think on. And you probably saw it on the study guide. It said character intertextuality. So I'm asking you, out of all of the texts that we read this year, what two characters can you pull? So you're going to pull one from A Doll's House and you're going to discuss how that character is similar to another one of our characters that we've met this year.
What books have you read?
A lot. It can be from any of the short stories. It can be from any of the Southern Gothic novels and any of the other works in translation. So
What's the husband's name again?
Torvald. So remind me, guys, what intertextuality means.
The comparison between two people in different books.
Okay, well, that's what I'm asking you to do. Good. So why would they be able to be compared?
Because of common themes and motifs.
Yeah, so this idea that all of literature is just repetition of another, right? Taking from other works and recreating themes and ideas. You could argue the same for music, right? Poetry. It's all the same, a lot of artists, it's the same four chords, right? Again and again and again. And so you should easily be able to take Christine and compare her to someone else that we've met. You should be able to take Nora and compare her to someone else that we've met. Again, I think the best comparison for Nora is, I already said, Daisy and The Great Gatsby. Unfortunately, we did not read The Great Gatsby this year, okay? So that's a great example of two, but I want you to think about texts from this unit. And again,
List of books you read, so I'm like,
yeah, I can write it. I'll comment them all. The point of this would be, again, that comparative essay that you would be doing at the end of your IB exams. But again, it's important. That's the great thing about IB is constantly thinking about that intertextuality. Okay. So I don't want anyone to say what they think now. because again, it's going to be interesting to see what y'all come up with, and you might need to dig back through some of your folders. You're welcome to get your website, your Google site would be a great place to go for that too. And really think. I would think that As I Lay Dying is a great book to think about just because there's so many different characters and it's like an array of everyone,
At the
right?
beginning of this year, we learned about the Southern people, right?
Mhm.
That was so long ago.
Yep, and I'm actually doing that. So the sophomores are about to start As I Lay Dying because they're so far ahead and they won't get it. So they're actually about to get the unit that you guys started with. So that's funny. Okay. All right, good. So again, you want to go through the web quest. You want to go through the response analysis questions to refresh yourself of each act. You want to go over your journal prompts. You might see one of those prompts again. You want to understand what characters for character intertextuality you're going to do, and then foil characters. Do not confuse foil characterization with character intertextuality. Foil characterization is two of the characters within the same text, right? So two within our play. Character intertextuality is one from A Doll's House and one from another book that we've read this year or short story. Okay. A big part is going to be for me to ask you to explain and paraphrase an example of one of our themes. I actually gave you all of the themes that Schmoop gives here. So I listed them on the study guide. So love and marriage, money and employment, reputation and appearances, lies and deceit, family and familial obligations, gender and expectations, identity and self-realizations, and power and control. Okay, so you're actually going to do that today. You're going to get with a partner and you guys are both going to do this, but I'll explain this activity. This is going to really cover, if you do this today in class, you'll be good when it comes to the theme questions for your test tomorrow. Okay. And then of course, all of the different symbols that you're going to want to break down. Okay. I listed them all here for you. Again, it's on this study guide posted in Google Class from last Thursday. Macaroons, letters, the Christmas tree, the tarantella, guys, you're going to want to remember what the tarantella is, what it's symbolic of. The lamp or the light, the idea of a doll child, and then that of course has the overall symbolism and illusion of our title, A Doll's House. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure you understand all of those symbols. You broke down one of the symbols in one of your journal prompts, so that would be a good thing to review as well. Okay, let me look again. It's 10 questions, short answer. A few of them are opinion based. The rest, I feel like I did a pretty good synopsis here of what to expect. Okay, so let's see for today's assignment. Okay. Again, the study guide is posted. It's right under, it's like the last little update that we had. And then today we have this theme tracker. Okay. So what I want you to do is there's 8 sections of this inner circle. I want you to find 8 significant quotes that are so important throughout the play. So hopefully you have your playbook. You can use anything that you want. You can use the internet, whatever you choose. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to, how did I set this up? In the outer circle, I forgot what I did with this. Track the themes you notice by coloring the space provided. Use a separate color for each theme. I don't know. Okay, so you have 8 themes. You're going to write each theme in a different color. And I've listed the themes for you on the study guide, okay? And then you'll just like draw the little color. That's what the colored pencils are for. And each of these each of these little sections of the pie, you're going to have a quote, okay? So you're going to write the quote in each section of the pie. Then do you see how it has all these little outer rings? You're going to take your colors and you're going to, let's say that one of the color is sexism for one of the themes and it's orange. You'll color one of these outside orange, right? But say it's also familial obligations and that's blue. You'll color the other little segment blue. Okay. So again, I've already given you the themes. You're going to assign the theme to each color. and then you're going to pick out 8 quotations, and then you're going to color coordinate what themes apply to those quotes. Okay. So you're going to want to remember, it's a good way. This is a great way to remember all of our different themes. And then also for you to be coming up with the example that you're going to paraphrase that correlates to any of those themes for your test tomorrow. Okay. So you can work in partners on this. I mean, you both might want to write it and do it. Just again, I think this is all the studying you'll really need to do when it comes to themes is this. And then hopefully you listen to everything else I just kind of went over. Okay. I'm going to pass these out. Before I go, Jalea, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'm going to send this to Peyton so she has it. I'll post it on Google Class for everyone else. So Jalea, we won't have Zoom tomorrow. The test will post at 2:05 and you can take it.
Okay. Can you also send me this recording too, please?
Yeah, I'll just post it under today's Google Class. So that way y'all have it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. See you later.
right.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.